Welcome back to Science with Mr. Elmhurst. So we just started our speed and velocity unit. So today we're going to focus on speed on the graphs. So speed, we need two things. We need distance and we need time. So we need to put in the time first in order to get the distance. So this example, we had a fun little video. We looked at the mouse racing. And now leading into the lesson here for graphing, we're looking at four different mices. So blue, red, orange, and green. So we're going to take a look at the first thing, just graphing coming from mostly from your sixth grade math class. We're going to look at the X and Y axis. Let's go ahead and label those. So we have our X axis, and then we're going to have our Y axis. So we're going to plot the comparison on the graph to where we can determine what is the speed based on distance and time. All right, now within the graph, let's go ahead and fill in a few things here. So it looks like it jumps a little bit. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, down on the bottom, the key, it's a little trickier because it jumps around. It goes from 1 to 3. So there's 2, but then there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that gets a little tricky right there. But let's just fill in a few here just so we're reading it. Okay. So now that we're identifying the minutes and then the meters, let's go ahead and take a look at the question. So in order to find the time input that you want to focus on, we're going to follow the time input vertically up to find the line where it crosses, and then we're going to follow it horizontally out to the left to find the distance where it is the output. So I'm going to borrow a little fifth grade reference, fifth grade terminology. So this, your x-axis is going to be your input, and then the y-axis is going to be the output. Go ahead and label that, write it down. So x and y, input, output. And in order to put something in, we need time in minutes first. So let's get to the questions. So what is the speed of the blue mouse at 2 minutes? All right, so 2 minutes, there we go. There's minutes, there's 2. And we're going to follow it up until we hit the blue line. There's the blue mouse, and then we're going to follow it out. So the time is 2 minutes going into the situation. What is the distance traveled? So the distance is going to be 6 meters over 2 minutes. And if we simplify that, we can find the speed. 6 divided by 2. So that is going to be 3 meters per minute. All right, so this is not going super fast, but 3 meters in a minute, that's not too bad for mouse speed. So let's go to the next question. What is the speed of the red mouse at 9 minutes? So we're going to identify 9 minutes right here. Okay. Now we're going to follow that up. You can draw it on your paper. Draw it all the way up. And then we're going to follow it all the way out. So we're going to hit the red line. Where is the red mouse? The red mouse line. So we got 9 minutes. And then what is the distance? 9 meters. All right. So I'm going to adjust that a little bit here. So that was 6 meters divided by 2 minutes. All right. So now we have 9 meters, and that's going to be divided by 9 minutes. That's a pretty simple calculation, 9 divided by 9. So that's going to give us 1 meter per minute. All right, so 3 meters a minute. The red mouse is only traveling at 1 meter a minute. So right now it looks like the blue mouse is the fastest. It has the highest rate of speed. All right, what's the average speed of the orange mouse at 12 minutes? All right, so we're going to go over here at 12 minutes. There's 12 minutes. So time is our input. All right, looks like that's going to be orange. And then we got 8 as our output. So the mouse was going 12 minutes and it ended up going 8 meters. 12 minutes over 8 meters. All right, and then quick calculation. 8 is going to go into 12. You got calculators, you got 12 divided by 8. And then just doing a little shorthand, longhand math here. 8 goes into 12 one whole time. 1 times 8 is 8. We subtract. We have a 4 left over. We're going to continue dividing into our decimal place value. And then 8 goes into 40 5 times. So that is going to be all right. If that was true, that would make sense. But I just realized it made a critical mistake. So meters is the distance. That would have worked out nicely, but those numbers, we need 8 meters divided by 12 minutes. So it's going to be distance over time, distance divided by time. So that's going to change our calculation. So now we have 8 divided by 12. So that's going to make it a much smaller number. 12 goes into 8 0 times. 12 goes into 80. That's going to be 6. 6 times 12 is 72. And that's going to end up being our repeating decimal. And that's going to be 8. So 666, but rounded, that's going to be 0.67 meters per second. And 0.67 meters per, and I said second, but that's minutes. There we go. Okay, so it's less than 1 meter every minute. So going back to the blue mouse, we have 3 meters in 1 minute. The red mouse, we have 1 meter in 1 minute. Now the orange mouse is going slower. That is less than a meter in a minute. All right, so we're going to go to the last one. What is the speed of the green mouse? So the speed of the green mouse at 21 minutes. 21 minutes. This guy, he's been out there for almost a half an hour. And how far did this mouse get? All right, he's out there all over the place, taking his sweet time. 21 minutes, 10 meters. So let's make sure we got that set up correctly. And now we have distance, meters, divided by time, 21 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and calculate that. 10 divided by 21. 10 divided by 21. So 21 goes into 10 0 times. 21 goes into 100. Well, if it was 20, it would be 5. So it's going to be a little bit less than that. So it's 4. 4 times 21 is going to give us 84. So we're going to estimate that. Looks like it's going to be 0.40 rounded. So this is equal to less than half of a meter per minute. All right, so blue mouse wins. Red mouse is in second. Orange mouse is in third. And then the slow mouse is going to be the green mouse. All right, so we're going to glue this into our journal as part of our lesson. It's going to be the speed graphing lesson. And then go ahead, open up your computers. We're going to go into Schoology and we're going to do some class practice together.